big, beautiful alligator, old folks at a retirement home, recipe for disaster. Look at him, cruising right in to check me out. I want to try and get the rope around him without having to break out the fishing pole. I started splashing in the water, trying to pique his interest, get his instincts going, but he stalled out right in front of me, only 10 feet away, but just out of reach. Now, I kind of want to clue you in on what wasn't captured on camera. He was sitting in the vicinity of those overhanging branches across the lake, and I had bought this brand new pole, casted it towards him, and nailed it. Perfect hookup. Into a tree, that is. Snagged it in good on an overhanging limb, trying to pull it free, and bang! Snapping my brand new pole in half. Which means I had to drive all the way home, 15 minutes there and back, while I left Daniel to keep an eye on the gator to grab Old Faithful, aka the pole missing 2 eyelids, 1 in the middle, and 6 inches off the top of it, to come back and snag this alligator, which is where we are picking up right here. Oh, surfaced. Not enough time to get the rope on. She's peel and drag. Now, we always know where he's at because see those bubbles out in the distance? Those are actually gas deposits that are in the mud, and when they plod along the bottom, they crawl on the bottom of the lake, they're releasing those gases that bubble up on the surface, and that's how we can keep an eye on them. You can see him getting a little bit more. Now, what you're noticing is I'm dragging him back. I find it so much easier. Instead of putting all that tension on your reel, I will grab my reel and walk backwards, pulling the alligator closer to me, and then I will walk forward again, reeling up all that line that I gained. Now, this alligator's real close to it. See all the disturbance in the water? Those are those bubbles I'm talking about. We'll have this alligator any minute now. Sometimes it's really quick. Other times it takes several hours. He's coming up. He's coming up. Ooh, there he is. Go, Daniel. Got him. Ooh, he's a lot bigger than we thought. Oh, he's biting the pole. Oh, but the hookup's not that good. It's around his eyes. This is not good. We might lose him. I'm going to have to get in. Getting in the water with a barely noosed giant alligator is not very smart. But I have to get that rope past his eyes, around his jowls. The jowls are those big giant muscles that are responsible for how hard they can crunch. All that pressure of force. See how that rope is just in front of his eyes? He'll slip that off. I have to slide it down over his neck.
That is cool. Not that hard.
Riding a dinosaur while he's trying to spin around. Look how big his head is compared to me. Almost the size of my upper torso.
That is cool.
Beautiful alligator. Ooh, big giant teeth that I do not want to feel. Come on, we're so close. Look at this alligator. Ooh, he's gorgeous. Look at the back scoots. Look how rigid they are. Literally looks like Godzilla. He's got his feet in the ground. I am literally unable to get him to budge. Come on, big fella. Oh, he's death rolling. Spinning. This is why I can never have nice shoes.
That is a big alligator.
Just got the wrap bound around him. It kind of helps us out. It's kind of a funky position. Woo, watch your hands. Easy, Benny. I get so in the moment sometimes. I was standing in such a bad position. I kind of noticed it, so I went back to pulling him back up. Because at any moment, he could have swung, grabbed my kneecap, and I had another blown out knee. New game plan. I'm going to pull on the rope. Daniel's going to grab his tail. We'll see if we can get this big boy up onto the bank. It's not a steep bank, but it is an awkward one. There's quite a bit of a lip. I'm going to have to pick him up. I don't want to pull on his neck too much, so I'm trying to get this rope in around his jaw. Ooh, he's like, put your hand in there. I dare ya. Oh, my God, he's cool. So I'm trying to get this rope around his jaws so I have leverage over his jaws, and I'm not really pulling up on his neck. I Really don't like it. So as you can see, I'm trying to make this little makeshift loop go hunker down around his jaws. He's just biting the grass. I'm so glad it's the grass and not a foot. Watch, see how I have to pick him up and put him up over this lip? He's almost there. Come on, boys. We almost got him. He weighs so much. Look how much of a struggle we're having just to pull him up onto the bank. Oh, he's such a big, cool alligator. All right, that roll kind of helped us out. Push, Daniel. Push, 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 push. Ready? Ooh, there we go. And he's up. He's going to bite my shoe. Ooh. All right, he's on the bank.
You want a bigger one?
Hold on, give me some slack. Whoa, Daniel.
Yep.
Stay on. Pull that back all the way.
Ooh. That rope slid off like
not
that.
going,
Little
guys.
scary.
Ready? Yeah, you're good. His jaws are way too thick, dude.
Ooh.
Holy shit. He's like 10.
Look how much I'm trying to push those jaws together. Easily probably one of the strongest jaws of an alligator we've ever caught. I've never had to try that hard, even on the 11-footer. I never had to try that hard to pull down those jaws.
Don't try this at home with electrical tape, okay? This is all they had at the moment.
Gotta love an audience.
You take the rest off. See how that tape's gonna hold.
All the alligator's jaw muscles are designed for a crunch, for a boom, for a snap, and hold down and stay closed. Trying to open an alligator's jaws is almost impossible, but closing them, now of course with the size of this alligator, you saw how difficult it was for us. And most alligators that are under 8 feet, it's really easy to hold their mouths closed. Once you're going in the 9-foot plus, and definitely the 10-foot plus, you have to use everything you got to hold those alligator jaws closed. And sometimes it's different because of different alligators. This one in particular was really tough. What I'm trying to do right now is get a little bit more leverage around his waist and his head and not so much on his throat. Something happens when you're moving big, heavy alligators and there's a lot of tension on their throats. Something happens to where it can kill them. Unfortunately, it's happened before and other trappers have told me this has happened with them as well. It's very rare situations, but it has happened. So I'm trying to limit that because we got to pull him up and put him onto a dolly and move him onto the truck. And I don't want anything to happen to him.
You guys did awesome. Awesome job.
Bring these guys out a beer. Sorry about all the audience, man, but we know it's senior living. You can't tell these people what to do.
You guys did really good. That is awesome.
Say, for $5 a picture, we can get people to sit on there.
Up like that.
Look at Daniel, man. I just love how much he loves these animals. Anytime Daniel can cuddle an alligator, man, definitely will take advantage of it. We got prime transportation for him, wheeling him back into the parking lot. Beautiful alligator, man. Put on one heck of a fight. The ordeal was crazy. Snapping a fishing pole, running home, catching the alligator again. Wow. Tell you what, man. I wish I had a film crew follow me, hands down. Look at his beautiful teeth, man.
Sorry, buddy.
God, I love alligators.